Welcome back. Let's get you some COVID-19 related news, and this is good news. For the first time since the beginning of the pandemic, Mumbai has not recorded any COVID deaths in a single day. The country's financial capital, one of the worst affected cities in the pandemic, from where the second wave essentially started, has logged 367 cases in the last 24 hours. The positivity rate has dipped to 1.27%, which is now 5,000 odd active cases. The city's recovery rate is now at 97%. The city does not have any active containment zones. Only a few buildings remain sealed, and there are just 500 people in COVID care centers in Mumbai city. Let's get you more details about the vaccine now, and there's a growing clamor. In fact, medical experts world over, also in India, seem to be suggesting that vaccines in healthy children can wait. A top doctor from All India Institute of Medical Sciences, the premier most institute in the country, has suggested the same. Take a look at this report.
Vaccine against COVID-19 may not be needed for healthy kids after all. That is the message from All India Institute of Medical Sciences.
Till date, severity in children is really very low, almost negligible. We can say there are some evidences that per million 2 deaths are occurring. One sero survey has been done by ICMR, and they found that almost more than 60% children are already they had COVID infection. So susceptible population pool is low in children, and so even with the susceptible population pool, the severity is low. So currently we don't have any justification for that.
AIIMS is citing the Sero survey done by Indian Council of Medical Research to show children have been exposed to the virus. The ICMR survey reveals 60% of kids in India have antibodies against COVID-19. Global experts also point to the low fatality rate among kids.
Our population is rapidly becoming exposed to this infection, and the chance of the child being naturally immune is quite high. In fact, if you look at published studies from India, the difference between adult and pediatric seroprevalence is only about 7.8%, which means that children are almost as likely to have contracted the infection as adults. This means that a large percentage of our children are in fact naturally immune to the infection.
Well, the government of India, on the other hand, has thrown the ball in the court of the National Technical Advisory Group on Immunization at a time when top medical experts are suggesting that vaccines in healthy kids can actually wait for some time.
India currently has 2 COVID vaccines for kids, Zydus Cadila Zycov-D and Bharat Biotech's Covaxin. These vaccines, however, are yet to be rolled out. The government has said it intends to start vaccinating children with underlying healthcare conditions first. With Sneha Modani in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Dr. Sanjay Rai, Professor, Center of Community Medicine, is now joining us. He, of course, is associated with the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. And Dr. Rai, you have suggested that there is no justification, you've said, for vaccines in healthy children right now. You are somebody who's overseen the trials of vaccines in kids at AIIMS also. On the basis of what data are you now suggesting that vaccines in healthy children can wait in the country?
Thank you very much for having me here. See, definitely this is not based on the only local data like AIIMS clinical trial data. No, never. This is based on the global data, like in children, severity is low. There are 2 main reasons. One is because of low severity in the children. And if you see the global data, children less than 18 years of age, they had infection, but overall the severity, if you compare with the adult, that was very low. And whatever evidence we have, the global evidence has demonstrated that the natural infection provides better and longer duration of protection against COVID-19. In fact, the recent studies suggest that the natural infection may provide lifelong immunity.
Okay.
In children, ICMR has released sero survey data. As per the ICMR latest sero survey data, that was done in, if I recall correctly, June this year.
Yes.
And almost 60% children, they had SARS coronavirus 2 exposure because of this, based on the seropositivity result. If you
Okay.
convert into number, almost 27 crore children of our country, they had an exposure of SARS coronavirus 2. That means they had infection, but because of low severity in children, our impression was that most probably they never got this infection. This was our impression, as in school colleges were closed.
Okay.
So all this, but all the evidences are suggesting that they had infection. So because of first, the natural infection is providing longer duration of protection and better protection than if you compare with any vaccine. Just Israel published one study that almost the chances of infection and those who recovered from natural infection is 600% better than Pfizer vaccine.
In terms
So
of
they have already.
in terms of seroprevalence, which means the antibodies that have been seen in children, is almost as high as those seen in adults, which means that children have had almost the same amount of exposure to the infection as adults, is what you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely right. As overall, seroprevalence in population was around 68%, 67.6% as per the ICMR survey. In different states, in some states, the seroprevalence was high, in some states it was low. But
Okay.
in children also, it was around 60%. That means majority of the children also had COVID-19 infection. But because of low severity, this was our impression. So it was only perception that, and that children never got this infection. This was only a perception.
Okay, so what I want to ask you is this. When the vaccines are rolled out in the country for children, and two of the vaccines have got the approval already, you are saying that vaccines for healthy children should wait, and first we should be looking at only children with underlying healthcare conditions.
Yeah, but see, as per the global evidence, the severity is very low. So we must wait for the healthy children till such time we generate evidence that inoculating these children will help, right? Yeah, there are some evidence that those children which are very obese or with some comorbid condition, that in those children severity up to some extent severity is high, but still it's very rare. Even in those children severity is very rare. But if suppose vaccine is providing some benefit, like in adult, definitely vaccine is providing benefit in terms of reducing the severity and reducing the death ultimately. So in that children, that vaccine may provide some benefit, right? May provide some benefit. But for healthy children, I don't think that we have sufficient evidence to inoculate them.
All right, so sufficient evidence is not there for us to then think of inoculating healthier children, is what you're saying. Professor Rai, thank you so much for your perspective and for your time. Thank you.